All right, let's get started. Here's the introduction to your book, Master a Habit System for Personal and Professional Success. Introduction: Unlock your potential, one habit at a time. Welcome! Are you ready to take control of your life and achieve lasting success? This book, Master a Habit System for Personal and Professional Success, is your practical guide to building the powerful habits that top performers use every single day. It's not about quick fixes or empty promises. Instead, we'll explore a proven system for developing habits that will transform both your personal and professional life. Think of your life as a garden. Your habits are the seeds you plant. Plant weeds and you'll reap a weedy garden. Plant flowers and vegetables, and you'll enjoy a beautiful and bountiful harvest. This book will teach you how to cultivate your inner garden, planting the seeds of success to create the life you truly desire. We all have habits, good and bad. Some habits propel us forward, while others hold us back, keeping us stuck in patterns of behavior that limit our full potential. Maybe you want to be more productive at work, improve your relationships, be healthier, or simply feel more fulfilled. The key to achieving these goals is building the right habits. This book provides a simple, yet powerful framework for understanding how habits work and how to create new ones that stick. You'll learn practical strategies and techniques that you can apply immediately to your own life. We will go beyond the theory and provide real-world examples and actionable steps. You will learn how to identify the keystone habits for building a system that will transform your life. Inside, you'll discover the science of habit formation. Understand the underlying principles behind how and why habits are formed. This knowledge will empower you to build habits that last. How to identify your current habits. Become aware of the habits you already have and how they are impacting your life. Strategies for breaking bad habits. Learn effective techniques for eliminating the habits that are holding you back from your goals. A step-by-step system for building new habits. Implement a proven process for creating habits that stick. How to stay motivated and overcome challenges. Discover techniques for staying on track, even when faced with obstacles. How to apply habit-forming principles at work and in your personal life. Applying proven method for forming habit in aspects of personal and professional lives. This book isn't just about building habits, it's about building a better you. By mastering the habit system presented here, you'll gain increased productivity and efficiency, accomplish more in less time, both at work and in your personal life. Improved health and well-being. Adopt healthy habits that nourish your body and mind. Stronger relationships. Build positive habits that foster stronger connections with the people you care about. Greater self-confidence and self-esteem. Develop positive habits that will grow your confidence and self-worth. A sense of purpose and fulfillment. Live a life that is aligned with your values and goals. Get ready to become the architect of your own success. Let's begin building the habits that will transform your life, one step at a time. With dedication and the tools found within this book, the possibilities are limitless. Get ready to unleash your potential and create the life you've always dreamed of. All right, champions, let's do this. Welcome to Chapter 1. Get ready to unleash the awesome because we're diving headfirst into unlocking your potential, the power of habits. Listen up, because this is huge. Your life right now is essentially the sum total of your habits. Think about it. Do you wake up raring to go or hit snooze 5 times? That's a habit. Do you grab a healthy breakfast or skip straight to coffee? Habit. Do you tackle your toughest tasks first? Or procrastinate on social media for an hour? You guessed it. Habit. Habits are like the invisible code running your life. They're the autopilot system that dictates how you react, what you do, and ultimately the results you get. Whether you realize it or not, these little routines, good, bad, or indifferent, are shaping your destiny. Boom! Now here's the kicker. You are not stuck with the habits you have. You have the power to rewrite that code, to reprogram your autopilot, and to design a life that's absolutely extraordinary. To understand how to do this, we need to understand the basics. The magic is within understanding the habit loop. It's the secret sauce. Q. This is the trigger. It's the thing that tells your brain, hey, it's time to do this. It could be a time of day, a location, a feeling, a person, or even something internal like a thought. For example, seeing your running shoes by the door. Cue. Routine. This is the action itself, the actual habit you perform. It could be anything from brushing your teeth to checking your phone. Continuing with the example, putting on the running shoes, then going for a jog. Routine. Reward. This is the payoff. It's what your brain gets when you complete the routine. The reward reinforces the habit loop, making you more likely to repeat it in the future. The sense of accomplishment, then getting healthy. Reward. Let's imagine Jason, who always grabs a cookie when he feels stressed at work. The cue is stress. The routine is grabbing a cookie from the break room. The reward is the temporary feeling of comfort from the sugar. See how that works? It is a bad habit. The exciting thing is, once you recognize the loop, you can start making choices about what to do. This chapter is your starting line. We're not just talking theory. We're building a foundation for massive, lasting change. So buckle up, get ready to dig deep, because the journey to unlocking your full potential starts right here, right now, with the power of habits. Let's go get it! All right, champions. Let's dive into Chapter 2. Know thyself, identifying your keystone habits. Because before you can build a skyscraper of success, you gotta know your foundation. This is where the real magic begins. You're not just reading a book. You're embarking on a journey of self-discovery. Forget surface-level stuff. We're digging deep, uncovering the habits that truly drive your life in incredible ways. Think of it like this. A keystone is the central stone in an arch. Remove it, and the whole thing collapses. Similarly, keystone habits are those powerful behaviors that ripple out, positively impacting multiple areas of your life. Finding them is like discovering a secret weapon. How do we do that? Simple. Let's get practical. 1. Values check. What truly matters to you? Integrity, creativity, family, health? Take some time. Write down 3 to 5 core values. These are your compass. They guide your decisions and fuel your motivation. 2. Strength spotlight. What are you good at? What do people compliment you on? This isn't about bragging. It's about understanding your natural talents. Maybe you're a fantastic listener, a problem-solving wizard, or a creative dynamo. Recognize these gifts. 3. Weakness reality check. Now, let's be honest with ourselves. Where do you struggle? What habits are holding you back? Procrastination? Negative self-talk? Recognizing these weaknesses isn't about self-criticism. It's about identifying areas for growth. 4. Keystone connection. This is where it all comes together. Think about your values, strengths, and weaknesses. Now, ask yourself, what single habit, if consistently practiced, would have the biggest positive impact on multiple areas of my life? Example. Let's say your values include health and productivity. You realize you're good at planning but struggle with energy levels. Maybe waking up 30 minutes earlier each day for a brisk walk isn't just about fitness. It becomes a keystone. The extra energy improves focus at work. A healthier lifestyle reduces stress and improves sleep quality. All these things leads to a better life. Don't get discouraged if it takes time to identify your keystone. The point is the journey of self-discovery. Explore that now for the best possible results. Go get it! All right, champion, let's dive headfirst into Chapter 3, Goal Setting with Purpose. Listen up, because this is where the magic truly begins. You can't just wander aimlessly expecting to stumble upon success. No, we need a map. And that map is built from goals, fueled by your deepest why. It's not enough to say, I want to be successful. Success is a huge, vague blob of an idea. We need to break that down. Why do you want to be successful? Is it to provide for your family? To make a difference in the world? To prove something to yourself? That's your why. And your why is the engine that will power you through the tough times. It's the rocket fuel that blasts you past procrastination and doubt. Now, let's get smart about this. You've probably heard of SMART goals, but are you really using them? Let's break it down. Specific. Instead of, I want to get fit, say, I want to run a 5K race. Way better, right? Measurable. How will you know you're getting there? I will run for 30 minutes, 3 times a week, tracking my distance and time. Achievable. Be realistic, my friend. Don't try to leap Mount Everest on your first hike. Start with small, manageable steps. Relevant. This is huge. Does this goal align with your why? If your why is to spend more time with your family, then training for a marathon that eats up all your weekends isn't relevant. Time-bound. I will run a 5K race within 6 months. Now we have a deadline. See the difference? Take a moment. Really let that sink in. A SMART goal, fueled by your powerful why, is a force of nature. Imagine a guy. Let's call him Sam. Sam's goal isn't simply weight loss. His why is to be healthy enough to play with his kids without getting winded and to see his grandchildren grow up. So his SMART goal is, I will lose 10 pounds in the next 2 months by walking for 30 minutes, 5 days a week after work, and replacing sugary drinks with water to improve my health and have more energy to play with my children. Boom. That's a goal with power. He can measure his progress. It's aligned with his purpose. Don't wait. Right now, grab a pen and paper or your phone. Identify one goal you've been putting off. Now ask yourself why you truly want to achieve it. Get specific about your why. Then, turn that goal into a SMART goal. Don't overthink it. Just do it. You've got this. Remember, you are worthy, you are capable, and you are on your way to building the life you deserve. Now, go make it happen. All right, champion. Let's dive into Chapter 4. The Habit Audit. Mapping your current landscape. Because before you can build the life of your dreams, you gotta know where you're starting from. Think of it like this. You're planning a road trip, right? You wouldn't just jump in the car and start driving. You'd pull up a map or your GPS, find your current location, and then plot the best route to your destination. This chapter is your map for your life. We're going to perform a habit audit, a detailed examination of your daily rituals, good and bad. Don't be scared. We're not judging. We're investigating. Understanding is the first step to change. Grab a notebook or open a new document on your computer, and let's get started. We'll call it your habit journal. For the next week, yes, a whole week, you're going to meticulously record your daily activities. Be honest, no sugarcoating. Every time you do something regularly, write it down. But don't just list the activity. We need to dig a little deeper. For each habit, ask yourself these 3 questions. 1. The trigger. What starts this habit? What's the cue, the signal that kicks it off? Is it a specific time of day? A certain emotion? A place? A person? For example, feeling stressed after work. 2. The behavior. What is the habit itself? Be specific. Instead of watching TV, write watching reality TV for 2 hours. 3. The consequence. What happens after you do the habit? What do you get out of it, even if it's negative? Does it relieve boredom, provide comfort, make you feel guilty? For example, feel temporarily distracted, but then guilty for wasting time. Example entry in your habit journal. Trigger, 8 a.m. alarm. Behavior, snooze the alarm 3 times. Consequence, feel rushed and stressed in the morning. Do this for everything, from brushing your teeth in the morning to your evening scroll through social media. Positive habits, neutral habits, and the ones you know are holding you back. This week will be eye-opening, I promise. By the end, you'll have a clear picture of your current habit landscape and a much better understanding of what's driving your behavior. You've got this! Chapter 5. Building Blocks of Change. Starting small and being consistent. Hey you, feeling overwhelmed by that big goal? Don't sweat it. We're about to unleash the secret weapon hidden in plain sight. Starting small and being consistent. Think of it like building a skyscraper. You don't just slap walls on thin air, right? You lay one brick, then another, then another. That's exactly how you conquer any change you want to make. Forget massive leaps. We're all about atomic habits, tiny, ridiculously easy actions that, over time, build into something extraordinary. So, you want to run a marathon? Don't sign up for 26 miles tomorrow. Start by walking around your block. Just 5 minutes. Sound too easy? Good. That's the point. We're aiming for effortless. Want to learn a new language? Commit to learning just 1 new word a day. Writing a novel? Forget chapters. Aim for a measly 100 words daily. See the magic? Consistency is king. 100 words every single day is far more powerful than 1,000 words one random Saturday. Why? Because it's about building the habit. It's about rewiring your brain to expect and crave that activity. It's about proving to yourself daily that you are capable. The key here is to make it so easy you'd feel silly not doing it. Eliminate resistance. Prepare for the small victories. This isn't about pushing, straining, or getting to the finish line right away. This is about building the lasting foundation needed for long-term success. Embrace the power of small steps. The distance will take care of itself with time. Let's get those atomic habits fired up. All right, champion. Let's talk about something huge. Something that separates the people who daydream about success from the people who actually achieve it. Environment design. Listen up, because this is where the magic happens. Think of your environment as a silent puppet master, gently nudging you towards greatness, or pushing you towards the couch. The choice, my friend, is yours. We're talking about consciously shaping your surroundings to make good habits easy and bad habits hard. It's about engineering success before you even wake up in the morning. This isn't about willpower, it's about strategy. Willpower is a muscle, and it gets tired. A well-designed environment is like having an endless supply of energy. Let's get practical. Want to eat healthier? Don't just think about it. Keep fruits and veggies front and center in your refrigerator. Hide those tempting cookies in the back. Or better yet, get them out of the house. See? Simple adjustments, massive impact. Need to focus more on work? Designate a specific workspace, free from distractions like the TV or your phone. Make it your productivity zone. Only use that space for work. The moment you sit there, your brain should immediately switch into work mode. Think about it. Your environment is constantly bombarding you with cues. Some cues trigger productive behaviors, others lead you astray. Our goal is to amplify the good cues and silence the bad ones. Want to read more? Keep a book on your nightstand ready and waiting. Want to exercise regularly? Lay out your workout clothes the night before. These are tiny tweaks, but they pave the way for consistent action. The key is to be intentional. Don't just let your environment happen to you. Take control. You are the architect of your own success. So are you ready to redesign your world? I know you are. Go out there and make it happen. Chapter 7. The Power of Association. Finding Your Accountability Partner. Hey there, future achievers. Are you ready to skyrocket your habit journey? Then buckle up, because we're diving into a game-changing element, the power of association. Let's be real, going it alone can be tough. We all have those days where motivation dips, willpower wanes, and the couch starts looking really appealing. That's where your accountability partner comes in. Your personal cheerleader, your gentle nudge, your unwavering support. Think of it like this. You're planting a seed of a new habit. You need sunlight, water, and, well, you need someone to remind you to actually water the plant. That's your accountability partner. Why is association so powerful? Shared responsibility. Knowing someone else is counting on you creates a sense of obligation. You're less likely to skip that early morning jog when you know Alex is waiting for you at the park. Motivation boost. We're social creatures. Sharing your goals and progress with someone who believes in you is incredibly motivating. A simple, "You got this," can be a lifesaver. Unbiased perspective. Sometimes we get caught in our own heads. An accountability partner can offer a fresh perspective, help you see the bigger picture, and challenge your limiting beliefs. Celebration and encouragement. Celebrating small wins is crucial. Your partner will be there to cheer you on, reinforcing positive behavior and making the journey more enjoyable. Finding your perfect partner. Look for someone who shares similar goals. This creates natural synergy and understanding. Is supportive and encouraging. You need a cheerleader, not a critic. Is reliable and committed. Consistency is key in building habits. Who is honest and can provide constructive feedback. Example time. Let's say John wants to write a blog post every week. Instead of just telling himself he'll do it, he finds his colleague, Michael, who's also a writer. John and Michael keep each other accountable by reporting on their progress every Friday and exchanging their work to get feedback. Actionable steps. 1. Identify your goal. What habit are you actively working on? 2. Brainstorm potential partners, friends, family, colleagues, or even online communities. 3. Reach out and connect. Explain your goal and why you think they'd be a good fit. 4. Establish clear communication and expectations. How often will you check in? How will you provide support and encouragement? 5. Be supportive. Encourage and motivate other person to continue their journey. Remember, your success is directly linked with each other. You're not alone on this journey. Embrace the power of association. Find your accountability partner and watch your habits and your life flourish. Now go get 'em. Chapter 8. Rewarding your progress. Positive reinforcement for long-term success. All right, superstars, you're putting in the work, building amazing habits, and climbing that ladder to success. But let's be honest. Sometimes that climb feels long. That's where rewards come in. Your secret weapon for staying motivated when the finish line seems miles away. Think of it like this. Your brain loves instant gratification. It's wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. When you set out to build a habit, you're essentially asking your brain to do something new, something that might even feel a little uncomfortable at first. Positive reinforcement? That's how you make it fun. It's how you trick your brain into saying, hey, this habit thing? Not so bad after all. The key is to create a reward system that's both motivating and sustainable. It should be something you genuinely look forward to, something that brings you joy without sabotaging your goals. Let's say Kevin wants to develop a habit of writing for 30 minutes every day. He could reward himself after each writing session by enjoying a cup of his favorite herbal tea while listening to calming music. The tea and music become linked to the act of writing, making it a more pleasurable experience. Another example. Mia is working on exercising 4 times a week. After each workout, she allows herself 15 minutes to scroll through her favorite social media platform, guilt-free. It's a small reward, but it gives her that immediate dopamine hit that keeps her coming back for more. Here's the golden rule. Your reward should align with your overall goals. Don't reward yourself for a healthy habit with something that completely undermines it. Enjoying a healthy dessert after a workout? Perfect. Binge watching TV for 5 hours after completing a task? Maybe not so perfect. Experiment. Try different rewards until you find what resonates with you. And most importantly, celebrate those small victories along the way. Each small step forward is a win, and you deserve to acknowledge it. You've got this. Keep those rewards coming and watch your habits soar. All right, champions, let's talk setbacks. Because guess what? They're coming. No habit journey is a straight shot to awesome. There will be bumps, detours, and maybe even the occasional faceplant. But here's the secret. It's not about avoiding the obstacles. It's about how you handle them. Chapter 9. Overcoming obstacles, dealing with setbacks and plateaus. Listen up. Life throws curveballs. Your motivation might dip. Netflix might suddenly have a season finale you just have to binge. The key is to be ready. Identify the enemy. First, what are your potential habit killers? Late nights? Stress at work? Lazy weekends? Write them down. Knowledge is power, my friends. Contingency plans. Your backup is your best friend. Now, arm yourself. Let's say your goal is to exercise every morning. What happens on rainy days? Don't just throw in the towel. Have a backup. An indoor workout video. A quick session with some dumbbells. A brisk walk in the mall. Boom. Obstacle avoided. John wants to meditate daily, but sometimes his kids are too loud. His plan? Lock himself in the bathroom for 5 minutes of peace. Crazy? Maybe. Effective? Absolutely. The mindset reset. Setbacks will happen. You'll miss a day. You'll devour that entire pizza. Don't beat yourself up. That's the voice of the old you. Shut it down. Instead, acknowledge it, learn from it, and move on. Okay, I slipped up. It's a new day. Back on track is your new mantra. Plateaus? No problem. Sometimes you'll feel like you're not improving. This is normal. It's a plateau. Time to shake things up. If you're exercising, increase the intensity or try a new activity. If you're learning a language, switch to a different learning style. Keep your brain guessing. The truth is, obstacles are inevitable. But your success rate depends on how well you identify them beforehand and how fast you deal with them to get back on track. You have the power to overcome. Now go out there and build those awesome habits. All right, champions, buckle up. We're diving deep into another game-changing technique that'll skyrocket your journey to becoming the best version of yourself. Habit stacking. Chapter 10. Habit stacking. Combining existing habits for maximum impact. Think about it. Your day is already filled with rituals, things you do without even thinking. You wake up, you brush your teeth, you make coffee. These are habits cemented into your routine. What if you could leverage these existing routines to effortlessly build NUW, powerful habits that propel you forward? That, my friends, is the magic of habit stacking. Habit stacking is all about pairing a new habit you want to develop with an existing habit you already have. It's like piggybacking one behavior onto another, making the new habit feel less daunting and more natural. The formula is simple but incredibly potent. After current habit, I will, new habit. Let's break it down with some examples. Instead of just saying I want to read more, try this. After I pour my morning coffee, I will read for 10 minutes. See how much more concrete that feels. Want to stretch more? After I sit down at my desk, I will do 5 minutes of stretching. Need to drink more water? After I check my email, I will drink a glass of water. The key is to choose existing habits that are rock solid, things you never miss. And the new habit? Start small. Don't try to overhaul your life overnight. Aim for something manageable that you can consistently achieve. Success breeds success, remember? Why does this work so darn well? Because it leverages the power of association. Your brain already knows the old habit. By consistently linking the new habit to it, you create a mental pathway that triggers the desired behavior. It's like building a bridge from the familiar to the new, making it easier to cross. Don't overthink it. Get creative, experiment. The possibilities are endless. Look around your daily life. What existing habits can you use as anchors for the life-changing behaviors you want to adopt? Now, go out and create your habit stacks. You got this. All right, champion. Let's conquer the world, one tiny step at a time. Ready to explode the myth that building awesome habits is some Herculean task? Let's dive into the magic of the 2-minute rule. Chapter 11. The 2-minute rule, making habits incredibly easy to start. Listen up. The secret to massive breakthroughs? It's starting ridiculously small. Way too small. Almost laughable. We're talking about shrinking your biggest dreams into bite-sized, doable mini-habits. And that's where the 2-minute rule comes into play. The core idea is this. Any habit, no matter how ambitious, can be broken down into a 2-minute version. Why? Because that 2-minute action removes the mental resistance. You can convince yourself to do anything for 2 minutes, right? Want to start exercising? Don't aim for an hour at the gym. Aim to put on your workout clothes for 2 minutes. That's it. Want to become a writer? Don't commit to writing a chapter. Commit to write 1 sentence for 2 minutes. See how easy that is? Don't want to skip the dishes anymore? Commit to wash 1 plate for just 2 minutes. Suddenly, motivation blossoms. The power lies in inertia. Once you've started, the likelihood of continuing skyrockets. It's like a rocket launch. Most of the fuel is burned in the beginning to break through the atmosphere. Once you're in orbit, it's much easier to stay there. You may just find yourself doing more than just 2 minutes when you get started. But if not, you did the 2 minutes, you won for the day. Let's say Thomas wants to meditate daily, but he always skips. The 2-minute solution for Thomas is to sit still and close eyes for just 2 minutes to meditate. You see, the goal is to make starting the habit so easy that you can't say no. It's about building momentum and overcoming that initial resistance. The 2-minute rule makes habit formation fun. It's a game you can win every single day. It's about consistent progress, not perfection. So shrink your ambitions down, make them laughably simple, and watch as your unstoppable habits begin to rise. Now go out there and dominate those 2-minute wins. You got this. Chapter 12. Identity-based habits, shaping your self-image through behavior. All right, champions, buckle up. We're not just building habits, we're building ourselves. This is where things get really exciting. We're diving into identity-based habits, a game changer that will completely revolutionize how you approach personal growth. Forget chasing results for a second. Forget the shiny awards and the end goals. What if instead of focusing on what you want to achieve, you focused on who you want to become? That's the power of identity-based habits. It's about creating habits that reinforce the identity you desire. It's about aligning your actions with the type of person you aspire to be. You aren't just trying to lose weight. You're becoming a healthy person. You aren't just trying to learn a new language. You're becoming a polyglot. Let's say John wants to be a musician. The traditional approach focuses on practicing scales perfectly, or getting a record deal. Identity-based habits say, John should focus on the habits of a musician. This means picking up his instrument for at least 15 minutes every day, even if he just doodles. Going to see live music to immerse himself in the culture. The magic here is that the act itself shapes your self-image. With John practicing daily, he starts thinking, I'm someone who makes music daily. I am therefore a musician. The results will follow naturally, fueled by that intrinsic motivation. Think about it. Who are you now? Who do you want to be? What are the daily behaviors of that person? Instead of, I want to run a marathon, think I am a runner. Then, build the habits of a runner, going for a short jog a few times a week, stretching, or buying a new pair of running shoes. Each action reinforces that identity, making it easier to stick with the habits long-term and reach the grander goal. Remember, actions speak louder to your brain than words or goals. They create the narrative of who you are in your own mind. So let's choose those actions wisely and make them narrate the story of a truly awesome you. Chapter 13. Mastering Time Management. Prioritizing Habits and Tasks Efficiently. All right, champions. Let's talk about time. That slippery little devil that always seems to be running away from us. But guess what? We're not going to let it. We're going to grab it by the horns and make it work for us. This chapter is all about mastering time management, not in the boring, rigid way, but in a way that allows you to prioritize your awesome new habits right alongside your daily to-do list. First, understand this. Your habits are not optional extras. They're the rockets that propel you towards your goals. Think about a pilot. They spend time before the flight checking the aircraft, planning the route. That's planning. That's prioritization before action. What they do during the flight is the action. Strategic planning. The big picture. Before you dive into the chaos of the day, take a step back. Get a bird's-eye view. Ask yourself, what are the most important things I need to get done today, and which habits can I schedule in? For instance, if your keystone habit is exercising, don't just hope you'll fit it in. Schedule it. Write it down. Make it as important as that meeting with your boss. Time blocking. Your schedule is your superpower. This is where the magic happens. Time blocking is simply dedicating specific blocks of time to specific activities. Let's say John decided taking 30 minutes break for walk every afternoon. He will dedicate 3 m to 3:30 p.m. for the walk. It is that simple. Integrating habits. Seamless success. Imagine trying to build a house without a foundation. It'll crumble. Your habits are the foundation for your success. So how do you seamlessly integrate them? What about reading? Before checking your emails, read 10 pages of a good book. See? Simple, effective, and powerful. Time management isn't about squeezing every last second out of your day. It's about focusing on what truly matters and using your time to build the habits that will make you a more effective, fulfilled, and unstoppable version of yourself. All right, friends, buckle up. We're diving into Chapter 14, Habits for Life, Cultivating Continuous Growth and Adaptation. Listen, this isn't the finish line. It's not even a pit stop. This is the journey itself. We're not chasing some magical destination named perfect. We're dancing with evolution. Think of it this way. Your habits are like a garden. You planted some amazing seeds, those shiny new habits, but a garden needs constant tending, right? Weeds sprout, old habits creeping back. The soil loses nutrients, motivation fading, and sometimes you need to move a plant to a sunnier spot, adjusting your approach. That's where continuous growth and adaptation come in. It's all about ongoing self-assessment. Every week or month, take a breath. Ask yourself, are these habits still serving me? Are they aligned with where I want to be now? What's working? What's not? Be brutally honest. This isn't judgment. It's information. Seeking diverse perspectives. Don't live in an echo chamber. Talk to mentors, friends who challenge you, even folks with completely different viewpoints. They might see blind spots you're missing. Feedback is fuel for growth. Adjusting, adapting, evolving. Life throws curveballs. Goals change. You grow, so must your habits. Don't be afraid to tweak, adjust, or even completely revamp your system. Rigidity kills progress. Remember, the guy who lifts the same weight forever doesn't get stronger. You've got to keep increasing the challenge. Same with your habits. Consider John, who started with a habit of writing 500 words a day. Great start. But after a year, he realized it wasn't pushing him anymore. So he adapted. He added research to his routine, explored different writing styles, and joined a writing group for feedback. He kept evolving. This isn't about reaching perfection. It's about becoming a better version of yourself every single day. It's a lifelong adventure, fueled by self-awareness, adaptation, and a burning desire to grow. Now get out there and cultivate that garden. Your best is yet to come. All right, champion, we've reached the final stretch. This isn't just the end of a book. It's the beginning of your transformed life. Your habit system, putting it all together for lasting success. That's what this chapter is all about. You've absorbed a ton of powerful information. Now let's solidify it into a concrete, actionable system tailored just for you. First, review everything. Seriously. Go back and quickly revisit the key concepts. Identifying your keystone habits, understanding your why, auditing your current habits, designing your environment, finding an accountability partner, positive reinforcement, obstacle overcoming, habit stacking, the 2-minute rule, identity-based habits, and time management. It's like packing your backpack before a big adventure. Make sure you have all the essential tools. Next, create your personal habit blueprint. Grab a notebook, a whiteboard, your phone, whatever works. Begin by listing your top 3 to 5 keystone habits you want to build or refine. Under each habit, write down specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound SMART goals. For example, instead of eat healthier, write eat 1 serving of vegetables with every meal for the next 30 days. Then, map out how these habits will integrate into your daily or weekly routine. Use habit stacking to your advantage. After I brush my teeth, existing habit, I will meditate for 2 minutes, new habit. Remember the 2-minute rule. Break down larger habits into incredibly small, manageable steps. Visualizing the process will make it much easier. Don't forget your environment. How can you redesign your surroundings to support your habits? If you want to read more, create a reading nook. If you want to exercise, lay out your workout clothes. Schedule regular check-ins with your accountability partner. Discuss your progress, challenges, and successes. Celebrate your wins and brainstorm solutions for setbacks. Finally, remember that this system is a living, breathing entity. It needs to evolve as you grow and change. Commit to reviewing and adjusting your habit blueprint every month. What's working? What needs tweaking? What new habits do you want to add? This is your life, your system, your lasting success. Go out there and make it happen. You've got this.